Howdy moviegoers, and welcome to another edition of When Tough Guys Rule the Cinema. I'm ReviewFix.com Editor-in-Chief Patrick Hickey Jr., and this week we will be discussing Tombstone. Okay, a lot of people say that this is a poor man's Wyatt Earp, but as far as I'm concerned, this is a great tough guy film. Even though it was produced by Buena Vista, which is, I'm pretty sure, a parent company of Walt Disney, it's tough. It's a tough guy film. There's tons of gunfighting and foul language and coolness, and you don't really see movies like this anymore. Val Kilmer, if you don't like Val Kilmer, there's like something wrong with you. I mean, he hasn't been in a good movie in quite some time. I think the last movie he was in was with 50 Cent, and according to our cult movies expert Anthony Benedetto, 50 Cent ended up buying him a car or something like that. They got along really well on set. But anyway, before Val Kilmer put on about 70 pounds and got blacklisted from Hollywood, he was in this film and he was great as Doc Hollywood. And Kurt Russell steals the show as Wyatt Earp. Just super charismatic, tough, kind of cold and callous, but in a loving sort of way, if that makes any sense. Like, you could tell the guy has good intentions, he's just not good at expressing himself. Bill Paxton is in this, who you guys will remember from Big Love. He's been in tons of other things, I'm pretty sure, too, that he has been in Independence Day. I don't know, he's just one of those guys that I always get confused with. Who is it? I think it's Bill Paxton, and then, like, Jeff Daniels, and then there's another guy. And they all look alike, all three of them. So I always get confused who's who. But, yeah, Bill Paxton is in this, and, Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott is the man. You can't get much tougher than Sam Elliott. She's got that voice, you know. Just tough as nails, super cool. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have walked out of Ghost Rider. I mean, he's pretty cool. That and The Mask, he was great in The Mask. That's like Sam Elliott at his finest. But, yeah, I mean, this is a story about a bunch of friends that end up taking the law into their own hands and become sheriffs, and they become officers of the law, and they protect the town of Tombstone. And there's a lot of death and a lot of gunfighting, a lot of drama, a lot of suspense, but overall it's a great movie, and it's over 2 hours, so it's an investment in your time, but you will be beautifully rewarded. It's got excellent cinematography, it's got good, how do I say? I don't want to say music, because this movie is different as far as its score goes. There's a lot of, instrumentals, but they do a very solid job of pacing the film along. So that, and just, there's not a bad actor in this entire movie. The script is solid. Everything flows. There's nothing that's kind of like, why did that happen? You know why everything happens, and there's a chain of events that follow. You need to be a good movie watcher to truly enjoy it, but you don't have to be, super intelligent. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. Everything happens the way it happens, and you know why, because the script and the dialogue is spot on, and it's realistic, and it's witty, and it's surreal, and just overall, Tombstone is a quality movie, and anyone that's a fan of somebody like Don Siegel, or any Clint Eastwood type movies, Charles Bronson, things like that, those gritty crime films would love this. But at the same time, if you're more into, westerns of the Eastwood, kind of thing, or maybe something like Paul Newman in El Hombre, things like that, you'll fall in love with Tombstone. Tombstone is you can't even call this movie a cult classic, because it was released by Buena Vista, so it's not really a cult film. But I know so many people that love this movie, and when you mention it, they're like, oh man, because, again, when you throw 4 solid actors together in one spot, and you let them do their thing, and you bring out their best qualities, you're going to get rewarded, and that's exactly what happens in Tombstone.